to be Jewish in this country now is an out-of-body experience on what's going on. My grandmother escaped the Holocaust. She was part of the Kindertransport out of Germany. Parents were killed in Auschwitz, lost all sorts of other family in Poland. And this is not comparable to that. But the very beginnings of that are very comparable, right? Because you gotta dehumanize them first, right? You gotta make them others. You gotta make them feel like they don't belong, right? You gotta make them feel, you gotta make other people feel. You gotta build coalitions. You gotta build consensus that, the Jews don't belong. And I wanna be clear. This theory out there that, you can be anti-Zionist or you can be anti-Israel and not be anti-Semitic. I would say that theoretically you could, but that is not what's happening. It is not what's happening. You can absolutely go criticize the government. Great, wonderful, we do it here. But that is not what's happening. It wasn't what was happening on university campuses. I went to Columbia, as did Mr. Goldman, during Passover to be with those students. That was not what was happening when they were holding up signs saying, go back to Poland. It's nothing to do with Netanyahu. And people were silent. And Jewish families across the country knew the stuff that was going on college campuses. Okay, if that was happening with any other minority group, it wouldn't have gotten past lunchtime on the first day. I have police outside my house 24 hours a day. You think that's because of Netanyahu? Right, my kids, death threats against them. I had an assassination attempt by a resident. Guy that was picked up, gonna go to jail for a decade, right? Had an anti-Semitic manifesto. My name was the target, was Googling where my wife worked, was Googling wind resistance and distance, had a scope, had a vest, had hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and had a sniper. So I know what's going on in this country. But I would tell you, there is one thing that is uniting the left and the right, and that is Jews. This is not just a problem on the left. Go look what's going on social media on the woke right. It isn't just some Nazis in a basement anymore, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene is holding up the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act because she wants to be able to say that Jews killed Jesus. So this is a problem in both of our houses, and pretending it is not is one of the reasons why we're not cleaning it up, because we're just saying, you over there or you over there. This is not doing well for Jews right now, and it isn't getting better, by the way. We have not yet peaked to where this is going to go. And yeah, we can talk about the legacy media all day long, Mr. Schneider, but that's not where we're losing the youth of this country. We're losing them on TikTok, which is owned by a foreign country, that the president now has extended beyond what the law has allowed. I don't want TikTok to go away, but I want it to get out of the hands of the Chinese, okay? They are doing the Nazi playbook. They are dividing us. They are fomenting. They don't need to do it with B-2 bombers. That's not what the Chinese plan is. The Chinese is to get us to fighting amongst ourselves. The Chinese plan is to get us angry and divisive. And the Chinese plan is to start with the easiest target possible, and that is us. And so until we stop doing this, who did what to who stuff, okay, we're not going to solve this. Jews are losing their usual allies, those allies that we've had for decades and decades and decades, groups that Jews have stood up for. We're losing them by the moment, especially amongst young people.